Wahoo! Wahoo! We're back at it again. Night 2. Night 2. I should probably do my Instagram thing like right now. Yeah, yeah, The final countdown! Yo, let's get the lo-fi back though, hold on. Halloween lo-fi. Bring it back. What's up, Sean? Then you promote this on my TikTok. Not TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I have Instagram. What's going on? We're back at it again. We're talking some HHN lore tonight. We got the haunted lo-fi going on. It's gonna be fun. Come drop by. What's on? We're back at it again. We're talking some HHN lore tonight. Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let me get that link going. You know, get that link going. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Every time I start a stream, I instantly go into like wacko mode. I don't know. God. Hey, on that lower game. Hey, I'm on that lower game. Got the HHN, got the Jack the Clown, got the Oddfellow, got the going on town. Hey, Wicked Growth. Hey, Puppet Theater. Hey, HHN, going to HHN on Friday. Open at 9. Gets alright. Gonna be fun. Super done with school. I gotta go to HHN on the flow. I'm putting words together. Oh, this is legendary. Okay. I believe the post is up. So we're good. So we're in. Awesome. I'm actually gonna also put it on my Twitter just in case. On that flow, on that bro, you know bro, here we go. HHN. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop. It's too much. It's too much of a good thing. Too much of a great thing. Oh, okay. How's the audio? How's the audio going? I want to check the audio super quick, and then we'll get going. It's too much. It's too much of a good thing. Too much of a great thing. Okay, it's pretty good. They're pretty alright. Oh, okay. How's the audio? It's pretty alright. You guys can hear the music? Can you hear me? That's dope. That's all we need. That's all we need. I need to get a digital pin board and, like, sticky notes. I'm trying to find that right now. Ah, okay. I think I'm gonna be okay. Alright. I think we got it rolling. What's up, fans of something? Hold on. Your name is Eddie. I remember. I was trying to remember here. Like, gotta now. I'm doing good, man. How are you? Yo, fans of something, just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. I had a scab that I accidentally scratched, so I had to clean that up real quick. But we're good. All right, we got the board up. Oh, awesome, man! I'll just check it out. After the lore, of course. Alright. Let me do something different here. Let me... How should I do this? Alright, there we go. And if I hit F1 right now, you guys can't see that. Awesome. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start making some sticky notes here of some eras. Let's just do some white sticky notes, or let's do... Alright, here we go. Let's do some basic stuff first. Let's get kind of the... we're going to chart it as we go. We're going to go through every house, and we're going to... This music is so loud. There we go. Okay, I think that's better. But we're going to go through every house, and we're just going to put it under a label, and we have some labels that I'm going to dive into in a second. But first, let's go to the wiki. Fandom wiki. No, Horror Nights wiki. Let's just go to the Horror Nights wiki. Halloween. Horror Nights wiki. There it is. Beautiful in all of its glory. Let's also make it super close up so you guys can see it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got stuff going on. This is what I'm looking for. No. All right, we're good. Okay, let's go to HHN Orlando. And let's start with Fright Nights. So, Dungeon of Terror. Let's actually just first get all of these images on the map. This was actually a lot more prep than I should have already done, but I didn't, so we're just going to go through it. Can I just instantly copy and paste images here? Allow. There we go, yeah. Cool. Okay, let's get like our first little wave. I probably should have done this off stream. I didn't even think about that. But we're going to chill out, and we're going to do it here. Dungeon of Terror, the absolute first haunted house of all time. In the Jaws queue. All the way back in the Jaws queue. When that was a thing. which it is no longer, because his jaws is gone. It was taken up by those wizards. By them wizards. So then let's do People Under the Stairs. Oh wait, no, that's not an original. I'm an idiot. Not an original. I forgot. We're only doing originals to fit into the timeline. Slaughterhouse. So there will be some houses that live outside of the canon. And those are usually those generic haunted houses. Like, I think Slaughterhouse is probably going to be a non-canon house. It is just the Slaughterhouse house. It doesn't really have a lot of story to it. At least not that I'm aware of. Yeah, it's just a little spooky time. Just a little spooky time. But it is an original, so we'll keep it in the canon thus far. Psychopath Maze, that's an IP. And then People Under the Stairs, that's also an IP. So I'm not doing that one. The Boneyard. Or should we do it like this? Should we get the characters first, and then circle around to all the houses they're connected to? Let's do that. Let's do that, and then we'll go from there. So, okay. I was just trying to figure out a better way of going about this. And this is the way we should go about this. So let's do... So this is HHN Emotep, but he's also Rags. His name's Rags the Mummy. He's more of a marketing character, but you know what? For fun, we'll include him in the lore here. There he is. Rags the Mummy. We love to see him. We love to see him. The Crypt Keeper, of course, a absolute main character here. One of the very first to ever do it. Let's do that image. I like this image. That was his HHN 16 look. I do love it very much. Then Jack the Clown. The absolute man, the myth, the legend. A complete icon in his own right. The one who really started it all. You know, Crypt Keeper was there. He was there. But Jack, he's the real deal. He's the real guy. The real buddy. We got Albert Kane, the Caretaker, who I learned last night canonically meant the Punisher from Marvel. Which, that fact was something that eluded me for a very long time. But I completely forgot that Maximum Carnage was, like, in the universe of Horror Nights. Like, that was, like, I don't know if it was... We'll get back to this. But I don't know if it was the comics coming alive because of, like, storyteller magic, or if it was, like, just, yo, Spider-Man exists in the Horror Nights universe. Like, I don't know if that was what the case was. But we'll dive into that in a little bit. We'll read up a little bit on it. But let's first get all of these characters, our main players out here to play. So then we got Paulo Ravinsky, aka the director. Then Elsa Strict, the storyteller. There's gotta be a better image of the storyteller. I guess we'll do that one. That one's fun. That one's a classic image. I just know, is there one just with her by herself? Of like that image by herself? Not without the mirror? No. That's cool. That's a cool image. Okay, we'll deal with this one. Where's her cool ass demon form? Ooh, I forgot she has a poem. Elsa has secrets she keeps to herself. Others she shares and keeps on a shelf. The strangest of all is that a queen in the land of blood, a world rarely seen where the brew of favor is bloodberry wine, a hideous liquid that steeps from the vine. I read that wrong. Oh god. Richie Rocket! Thanks for subscribing, my friend. Elsa has secrets she keeps to herself, others she shares and keeps on a shelf. The strangest of all is that of a queen in a land of blood, a world rarely seen, where a brew of a favor is bloodberry wine, a hideous liquid that steeps from the vine. She reads her stories to unwitting guests. Her methods of torture are often just tests. This you will learn as a part of your screams. Elsa's a demon, and not what she seems. And then they took that very literally, and they turned her into a big old demon. Where's Demon Teller? Demon Teller should be the headcanon name. I like Demon Teller. That's just fun. It's simple. Oh. I forgot about the Wicked Diva shirt. Why is she doing the rock? Why is she doing that? Why is she doing the rock eyebrow? That's fun. No, there's Demon Teller. I love Demon Teller. That's fun. She's a lot of fun. Yeah, I wish there was a better image of Demon Teller. Has someone done art of Demon Teller? Like, I would love official art of Demon Teller. That would just be cool to have. Okay. We gotta keep moving with our characters here. Elsa Strict. Yes. Dr. Mary Agana, aka Bloody Mary. Yes! What? How did that happen? Okay, sorry. I've been on the train that Bowen is a HHN icon. I've been on that train because that was the first year I went, and it would be cool if the first year I went had an icon. Whatever. Bone, for years, has been debated. It's like, he's not an icon. He's not really an icon. Bone's not an icon. Whoa. Like there, on the HHN wiki. It's unofficial. This entire thing is unofficial. It's not official. And again, they say, as much as Universal themselves deny it, Bone's an icon. Bone is an icon. Bring him back. Get him back here. Get him some more lore. Get him some more lore on his plate. I'd like him to get some more lore. Bone is an icon. Anyway, let's continue. Dr. Mary Agana, aka Bloody Mary. That's a cool ass photo of her, but I'm not gonna use that one. I want to use I want to use that one or that one. That's a cool PNG. Oh, she's so freaky. Oh, look at how freaky she is. Whoa, I love that. That one's dope, though. We'll do this one. Oh, where was that? Was that projected on some sort of building? I don't know. But there's Dr. Mariagana. Julian Browning, the Usher, aka my favorite. I love this guy so much. There's the boy. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Cut. There we go. Okay. Oh. Next one up is Lady Luck. One of the underlooked icons, but she was most definitely an icon. Chance. Oh God, why are we jumping around? Stop. I don't like it when it does that. Oh no, I already did Lady Luck. Chance. There's Chance. Is there a better photo of Chance? There's classic Chance. That's Carnival Carnage Chance. Where's like an HHN 16 or not 16, 26 Chance? We'll go with this one. Okay. Bone. Where's... Get me the Bone. There's Bone. Look at him. Look at how cool he is. His famous quote, "It's time for Halloween Horror Nights to begin." Like, come on. That's an icon. Yo, his quotes, just the opening ceremonies. That's all this man has to say. He just repeats that over and over. And he was brought back for 30 Years, 30 Fears. So I think my man Bone is an icon. God, I need some like lore or headcanon for this man. I need it because he is iconic. See? I just said it. He really won't have any houses connected to him, but I want him on the board regardless. There's Mr. Pumpkin Lord. In all of his gruesome, gross glory. And then, of course, we got... Jack is hard to beat, but the Usher and Director are favorites. Chance is great, too. Fear himself was wicked that year, and Bloody Mary is truly traumatizing. Yes. I very much agree. Where's Fear? Oh, there he is. Okay. Adaru. My boy Adaru. He's head of it all. He's behind everything. Should probably like put him like up here. Like let's move these out of the way real quick. I kind of just want all the icons over here. Let's get this over here. All right, there we go. Looks like I'm making a Pinterest board. There we go. Let's push him to the back. Send to the back. Boom, look at that. Then we're gonna flip it. We're gonna make this like a this is like Avengers Endgame. but the icons. Wow. There it is. Hold on, we're almost done. Let's Dr. Oddfellow, my bro, my man. Let's get this cool image. This is my favorite Oddfellow image thus far. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to meet this man. All the guys. All the dudes. And the dudettes. And we got some, you know, some unused icons, which they're not any less. Like my boy Eddie. Also, oh shit, that's a cool photo of him. That's a cool photo too. We'll use this one. I like this one a lot. And then we got Cindy Kane. There she is! Oh god, why did it take me there? That was weird. Hey, hey. So, like, is Cindy, like, grown up? Like, is Cindy, like... Because she's been, like, a little girl. Like, she was, like, a little girl. And then she was, like, this cool-ass teenager. Or is she still supposed to be a little girl? I don't know. I'm not gonna dive into that. Hey. Because I always thought they made Eddie and Cindy besties. Because they were, like, the rejected icons. Which I like that thought. That's fun. Fair enough. Bum, bum, bum. The Terror Queen. There she is. Where's, like, the modern Terror Queen? Honestly, but she doesn't look as cool. Where was... Yeah, there we go. There's modern Terror Queen. She got the big old mask. Not the rad biker Terror Queen. Which we didn't really get to see all that much of. Look at this one. Okay, so we got most of the characters, but I want to get a few more that I know are very important to these stories. Let's get Boris. And we'll get this wonderful art done for the app by Sterling. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And then we'll do... Oh, God. Charlie McPherson. Right? Charlie McPherson, right here, right here. Does he have an image? He doesn't have any image. Oh. This is if I was an alternate on HHN. Man, I wish you could have been there to experience it. I really wanted to be there for when they combined the parks. That sounds like a really cool idea, and it sounds like it was executed pretty well. Okay, we got some good work ahead of us already, so we're going to begin. We're gonna begin what we got. So, let's start with Jack. Main man Jack the Clown. Let's begin. Let's get the sticky notes. We'll get the orange sticky notes for Jack. Well, I guess we don't need sticky notes, to be fair. We just need the houses. So what houses... Did I get rid of the page? I did. I'm an idiot. So we'll start kind of backwards, and we'll go up from there. So Jack. Jack is connected to Dr. Oddfellow, so we're going to just immediately, and I'm going to do direct connections for now, because they all connect to each other, like they all do, but we're going to start from the bottom, we're going to grow. So Dr. Oddfellow Dr. Oddfellow is Jack's boss. He worked at the carnival that Jack was a part of, and eventually was no longer a part of. Hold on, I'm gonna try to figure out what color should I use. Ooh! Yo, it's Charlie! There he is! Thanks, I appreciate that. There's Charlie, okay. I want to have Charlie McPherson, because he's connected to a good bit of this. Or the McPhersons in general. So yeah. I appreciate that. Okay. So Jack is connected to Dr. Oddfellow. Dr. Oddfellow ran the carnival that Jack worked at. Which means that he's most likely connected to Oddfellow's Twisted Origins from this year. So there's Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins. Right here. So bada bing, bada boom. Connection. Connection. Boom. Look at that. We already got some things going. This is good. It's a good start. So bada bing, bada boom. Oddfellow, Twisted Origins. We've already got two characters connected in some sort of way. Next up. When was the last time we saw Jack? The last time we saw Jack was in HHN Icons Captured. Now, HHN Icons Captured kind of lives outside of the canon. It's kind of like in those in-between years. Of course, Fear House. We're gonna get to Fear House, yes. But I think my headcanon is that HHN icons captured takes place within like the stretch of time, like from 20 to 25. It takes place somewhere in between that. I'm gonna put a sticky note there too. We'll put a sticky note here. It says somewhere in between HHN 20 and HHN 25. Now, Oddfellow Twisted Origins, we don't really have a concrete date. I don't think so, right? Let me check the wiki. I'm gonna look at it. Let's see. 1930s Dust Bowl. Okay, so 19. Oh, here we go. In 1930s, Dr. Oddfellow Carnival Thrills would travel across the country, putting on various circus and freak show acts. One day in 1939, Dr. Oddfellow would stop in a rural Midwest town during the Dust Bowl instead of his carnival. Boom. Got a date. We love that. That's what we're looking for here. We're looking for these dates so that eventually we can go back through and connect them. So let's get that. Let's put a note there. 1939. Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. So we're gonna put this, we're gonna put somewhere between 2010 and 2015. I'm gonna put that there. What? Oh. Don't get for your house. Chance's name is off on the Oddfellow poster. Oh, really? Yo! I didn't even notice that. Okay, that's good to know. So Chance was around in 39? Or is this modern day? Or is this this is an old poster, obviously, so that is not modern day. Unless it is, because we don't know. Oddfellow obviously is still around in 2023. Because if he's going to be the icon, he's going to show up like in the park. That canonizes him as 2023, right? I don't know. We'll have to see. Because obviously his own house is in the past. It's a prequel. But, like, is present day... Is, like, his scare zone in present day? I don't know. Because then that sets up some interesting dynamics. Because Jack is still in the... Lantern. But Oddfellow is still running around in present day. He's immortal. Because the Zodiac and all the things, he's immortal. He can't die. At least from old age. I don't know how he could die normally. Either way, these are the questions that we should be asking here. I'm actually going to put some questions here as well. You know what? Just to get us thinking. Is Oddfellow alive in 2023? These are good. These are good. This is what we're looking for. I can make these a little bigger. Awesome. Okay. So let's get that connected. As of now, I don't have any connections from Oddfellow to icons captured, so we're just gonna have to deal with that for right now. So, okay. Someone had to do it. Someone had to do it. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, do you want to see Universal turn into HHN turn into a film? Maybe it's on Peacock, but do you want extended? Yes, yes, I do want that. That is something I've been wanting for forever. They have all these awesome stories to tell, and I feel, and although telling them in haunted house fashion is absolutely incredible and is a feat in and of itself, I'd love to see these on the big or small screen. Personally, I think a series would work better than a film, but a film could have its fun. It would have a lot to cram in, and if they want to do a film, I feel like they'd have to take a character or a house or something, or a series of houses or something. I don't think you could do everything, obviously. Even like an Icons movie. I don't think an Icons movie could work unless it was like a series or something. I don't know. But yes, I would absolutely adore that. That would be fantastic. So let's actually get Chance in there, because I feel like we should just do that now before I forget. Chance, here she is. So we're gonna go put Chance right here. I don't know if Chance is gonna be. Well, I guess she would be, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can connect her there too. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. This is looking great so far. This is looking absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's continue down Jack's Road here. Should I do scare zones? Why not? You know what? Let's just do everything. Let's just do everything. There's no reason. We're going to work on this for like a while. Probably throughout the season I'll do streams and stuff, and we'll keep on adding to it. Because we're not going to do it all tonight. That's definitely for sure. That's most definitely sure. Oh! That's right, never mind. That's right! Dr. Oddfellow died! Jack the Clown killed him! I completely forgot about that in Carnival Carnage. I completely forgot about that. Okay, I'm glad we're doing this. So this modern day scare zone isn't in modern day, right? In 2007, Dr. Oddfellow was slain by the vengeful Jack the Clown. His soul... I'm reading this. His soul cast deep into the mysterious Zodiac dimension. Now, having returned from the dead, and... Okay, wait, never mind, he's back. Okay, he's back. How did he get back? I don't know. Oddfellow is promising all who enter immortality and invites the masses to see how he uses blood and other ingredients to make elixirs in order to achieve this. In truth, Oddfellow would use the few who survive to increase his legion of followers, enthralling them hypnotically to follow his every command. Those killed by his twisted creations or fellow mortals added to his cane to restore his lost power. Okay, so it is modern day. So this zone is modern day. Gotcha. Good to know. This is good to know. So specifically this scare zone specifically is set modern day. So we're gonna keep the Oddfellow scare zones are close to each other because they all are connected in different ways. So let's put a sticky note here. So this is 2023. This is modern day. This one's modern day. So we'll do a little Do a little connecty right there. Boom. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. And then the next one, Dark Zodiac. So, in his quest for immortality, Dr. Oddfellow has successfully found a way to travel and take over the Zodiac dimension. This is big. We're immediately diving into mystic arts in the HHN lore. Twisting the Zodiac Sign's patron entities into his own devilish creations, with their power fully under his command, Oddfellow has finally become truly unstoppable, or so he thought. After his supposed death in 2007 at the hands of the former protege, resurrected and vengeful Jack the Clown, Oddfellow's soul was cast back into the Zodiac dimension. Okay, so in Carnival Carnage, Oddfellow gets killed. But because he was already trying to seek this immortality and probably achieved it at that point, he got killed, and instead of dying completely, he went back into the Zodiac dimension, got lost. This is like the quantum realm. Greatly weakened and lost for years, but he sealed away. Now, having found a mysterious way to return back to the mysterious way, how? How did it happen? These are the questions that I'm going to be asking, and that I want to know, that I want to get to the bottom of, because, God damn it, this is my life. Oddfellow has opened a tear into the Zodiac dimension, and lured sacrifice to rebuild his strength through the Zodiac creature's kills. So, okay. So, I'm gonna get the impression that because most of these scare zones are tied to Oddfellow's past. We're kind of going through his history, and I think as we go through the park, that's like that message is clearer and clearer. So I think that this scare zone is about him regaining the power to come back in present day. So I think that this takes place sometime in between 2007 and 2023. This is in the middle of his return. This is in the middle because he's sending creatures out, like Scarlet Witch style. He's sending creatures out to go and kill for him to regain his own power. So I think that's what's going on here. So I'm gonna do a little unpopular opinion. I think this doesn't take place directly in present day. I think this one takes place, at the very least, it takes place between present day and 2007. So we're gonna go. You know what? I'll just make a double of this one. Copy, paste. Between 2007 and 2023. There we go. Okay. Make the little connection here. Bada bing, bada boom. Awesome. And then these would also technically be connected through Oddfellow. Right? We'll do that later. We'll open that can of worms later. Okay. So the next one is going to be Jungle of Doom, Expedition Horror. Okay. Let's see here what we got. So now we're in the 1920s. So cool. So in the 1920s, while searching for ways to bolster his mystic abilities and he was to extend his life, Dr. Oddfellow ventured deep into the cursed jungle, known by superstitious locals as the Jungle of Doom. Okay, so this is after the events of the first Jungle of Doom to establish the name of Jungle of Doom. So that's just how that works. So there he discovered a crystal skull in an ancient temple which granted him powers over living souls, bending them to his will. Using the skull, he twisted the flora and fauna of the jungle. Ooh! Potential seeds of extinction. Connection. Right? Potentially. Because that's the difficult part. A lot of houses deal with apocalypses. And there can't be so many ways to end the world in one universe. Unless they're just apocalypse and they're degrading into... I think Seeds of Extinction is the last thing on the HHN timeline. I think it's the final thing. I think that's like 20 or 3084 or something. I think that's far in the future. It's 3099. I don't know. That's my take. That's my take. I think that Seeds of Extinction is the final event in the HHN timeline, and I'm going to stick by that. We're going to stick by that as long as we can, unless I find something that says otherwise. Turning them into his own twisted abominations. It is implied that with this skull that would eventually sit atop his silver cane. Oh, okay, so this is where he finds the little crystal skull on his cane. Okay, awesome. This is good. This is development. This is development. Actually, I need to make these things smaller. I'm going to have so many notes to put down here. So let's... There's so many notes. The thing is, I think plants are going to be the last thing. Like, we're going to have all these human apocalypses, like a Survivor Die or Acid Assault. We're going to have so many of these human apocalypses. And then at the very end, a random-ass meteor hits, and it changes the world. Yeah, I think that I think the apocalypses just evolve. I think it's one apocalypse, but it constantly is evolving, and there's different factions, maybe, in this one apocalypse, because there's also Deatropolis. Like, there's so many end-of-the-world scenarios. But I think plants are the end-all, be-all. I think plants take over everything. So I think Seeds of Extinction, I'm going to stand by that. Stand by that. I think Seeds of Extinction is the final event in the HHN timeline thus far. There's not been anything else post-Seeds, from what I can see, of Extinction. Okay. I'm not going to add more notes, actually. I'm just going to keep it the way it is, because I genuinely... There's going to be so much to put, and I don't even want to dive into that right now. I just want to focus on dates, getting dates down. So, while we're at it, just because this is our first sequel, I'm just going to also put the original house here, too, so we can connect to that pretty easily. So... Let's put a note here. Copy, paste. So we're going to go 1920s. 1920s. Wonderful. So we're going to get the... Right there. Boom. Look at that. We love to see it. And then let's just get to... Well, actually, we'll just go up. We'll just go up. We're just going to put things on the board, and we're just going to go up from there. So, Vam69, Summer of Blood. Obviously connected to the Vamp franchise. That's a given. But this is 1969, and this is Dr. Oddfellow. The Zone took place in the summer of 1969 during a New York musical festival called Music Fest. Having infiltrated their hive and manipulated their leaders, Hive? But Hive is canonically a movie in the HHN universe. So this is where we get into a little bit of the meta stuff, but we'll get to that later. Oddfellow would release a coven of vampires into the festival to wreak havoc on the small town. Hiding amongst the patrons during the frenzy, Oddfellow would use his cane of souls to absorb the essence of the slain concert goers and fallen vampires alike. He would later abscond with the body of the vampire hive's leader, Orlodo. Orlodo? Who that? We have a name! Orlodo! Some long theorized to have been killed by Oddfellow himself in the chaos, and absorbed his soul to gain further control over the undead and lengthen his life. Who the hell is Orlodo? Who is this? I am gonna add a note that just says Orlodo? Question mark? Who the hell is Orlodo? So to paste that. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Huh? Why is it not showing up? There we go. Okay. Okay. 1969. Sorry, I'm texting somebody. I'll be right back to this. Hold on. Alright, 1969. Awesome. Coolio. Okay. Oh wait, I need to put Orlodo down. Who the hell is Orlodo? Put him down right here. I'm just gonna go Orlodo? This is looking great already. This is looking fantastic. This is what I wanted. This is what I strived for. Alright, Shipyard 32. Let's copy that. The zone took place during the 1940s loading dock in San Francisco that houses a warehouse owned by Dr. Oddfellow. With his powers increasing and his collection of dark artifacts and monsters growing by the day, Oddfellow had shipped various creatures from either of his worldly travels or twisted experimentations to his private warehouse in Shipyard 32, where for further study or for later use in his sideshow. However, the monstrosities had managed to break free and cause havoc in the area, mercilessly attacking the docks, stevedores, and locals who wandered by the shipyard. Rather than risk discovery of his warehouse or his own safety, attempting to recontain the beasts, Oddfellow decided instead to revel in the chaos and carnage they created, using his magic to disguise himself as one of the creatures, while still bearing his facial scar left unchecked. Ooh. He can shapeshift. This is important, I think. Yo, it's HHN Crane. HHN Crane, baby. I'll give HHN Crane a little spot on the board here. But this is 1940s, so it's good to know. Let's get a sticky note down here. $1940s. There we go. Do that. Do that. Okay. Let's continue. Are any of these else going to connect to Oddfellow? I don't think any of the other houses connect to Oddfellow in any way, so I think we're good there. So let's continue on the road of Jack. Where else has Jack laid his fingers, laid his connections here? Horrors of Halloween, no. Scarecrow Crest Oil, no. That's just a cool ass logo. I like the logo for Cursed Soil, it's fun. None of the houses last year had any sort of connection. I don't believe, so we're gonna continue moving. 30 Years, 30 Fears. This took place in 2021. Yeah, like these showcase scare zones, they usually just take place in the present day year. That's usually what the Plaza of the Stars is for. So we'll put it on the map here. 30 Years, 30 Fears. '21. We'll connect it there. There he is. Hey, hey. You already know. Connecting all day and night. Got the going. Yeah, we're going. Hey. Connecting a big web of stories. Of connections. Spanning over the course of years. Lights, camera, action. You know what? I'm gonna give him it. Yeah. I mean, like, Jack the Clown would roam in there. I guess he would roam around in a lot of the scare zones, to be fair. But to be honest, he'd really only hang around in this scare zone. You wouldn't see him anywhere else. I'll give him this. I'll give him it. I'll connect him to it. Jack the Clown's Rock and Roll Brothers, Spring to Halloween Horror Nights, a film and a gory sequel. So I also think this is also in present day. This is also 2021. Yeah. So we're gonna put Eddie's Revenge down here. We're gonna go 2021. And we're gonna connect him here. And then we're also gonna go get Eddie in here. Because why not? Better now than never. And Eddie is not in the Lantern. He's not. Why? Don't know. But he's not in the Lantern. So he's not connected to Capture in any sort of way. But he is connected, obviously, to his own Scare Zone. So we'll make that connection right there. Boom. Awesome. And then I do think alright, I had a friend text me who's watching the stream, get to the good stuff, and talk about Boris Schuster. So okay, we'll get him on the map. We'll get Boris on the map here. We'll talk about case files real quick. Well, hold on, let me get there. Let me get there, okay? But we'll get there. We had Lace Camera Action going on. So we'll get there. We're almost to case files, so we'll pick it up there. 30 years, 30 fears. You can destroy Gorewood Forest. We can get Gorewood Forest in here. We can get Terra Queen on here. So let's actually get Terra Queen on the board here. Let's put Terra Queen over here because Terra Queen isn't connected to a lot of stuff right now. So we'll put Terra Queen right here. Or actually, that's Gorewood Forest. We'll get Terra Queen. We'll bring her over. Where is she? Here she is. We'll put her right down here. Okay. So Gorewood Forest, I believe, is in present day. Yeah, it is. She returns after 16 years ago. 16 years after the Gorewood sacrifices. Yeah, so it is 2021. This is also present day. Okay. Cool. Cool. So this is 2021. And then we'll do a little bing bang boom right there. Boom. Okay. Okay. So now we'll talk about case files, I guess. We'll talk about case files now. Seek and Destroy has no connections that I know of as of right now, so we'll kind of wait on that one. Okay. That's... Yeah, Seek and Destroy doesn't really have anything right now. Okay, case files. When does case files take place? Where's the story? Where's the story? Give me the story. Where's the story? Oh, it's just giving me a walkthrough. I just want the... I don't know what years. What were the years? If Wyandotte Estate took place in 2010, this obviously took place before that. And this was these were events also before Bloody Mary. Ugh. Oh, here we go. There it is. All right. Awesome. Okay. So Tinfoil, which we'll also get on the map. Why not? He deserves to be on it. We'll get this picture. There we go. Tinfoil deserves to be on here. Let's get Boris. Let's get Boris over here. Okay, cool. So yeah, Boris Schuster. Let's get case files up here. There we are. Okay. So case files spans a couple years because its stories span a couple years. But I'm unsure. What was the last? So like, okay, so it was. So Tinfoil segments are in 1991, October 5th, 1991. October 25th, 1991. That's it. That's to be specific. And then it starts on October 25th, 1948 for Boris. When is the final? Okay, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess it kind of takes place in between 1948. It's 1948 and 1991. Those are the years it covers. So we'll just put that. We'll just put that in the notes. We'll put 1948, 1991. So it's got two little dates here. Awesome. Boom. Okay. So then we'll do that, and we'll do that. Awesome. I know you will, Addie. I know you'll give me an in-depth definition of the story. She's texting me on my phone instead of chatting in YouTube, which I don't know. Can you not use the YouTube chat? I completely respect it. So yeah, so there we go. Boris is on the board, my friends. Boris is on the board. We're gonna have to move like all of this right here. We're just gonna take all this and move it over here. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. We're working on here right now. Just chat in the. You can hit, like, if you go to like a. Are you on your phone or are you on your computer? Either way, there should be like a little bubble thing at the bottom of your screen. It's like show chat, and like you click that, or like go to the comments, or I don't know. It should just show up, and you just click that, and then you're able to comment. I'm not particularly sure, I'll be honest. Yeah, like at the bottom of the screen, or like somewhere whenever you flip it up, and instead of like watching on your side, when you flip it up, it should say show chat somewhere. Unless it doesn't. I don't know. Okay. All right. I guess we can get the houses that it doesn't. I don't know what you. Okay. We can... I guess we could get the other houses on the board. It's just we can't connect them to anything yet. I think it would just be better if we did that, because I don't have to go back and like what we missed and stuff. So we're just going to put them all here. So let's get Blood Moon Dark Offerings on here. What year does this take place? We don't know. Colonial Era Village. But a cult that produces Blood Moon. Ooh! Look at that! The Blood Moon symbol featured on the logo for this house can also be found in the logo for Shipyard 32 Horrors Unhinged. These are the connections that we're looking for. This is big. What does that mean? See, this is big. This is big. This is why we do this. This is why. For these little things. So let me get Blood Moon. So Colonial Era Village. Colonial Era. So that was like 17 16 17 1750. We're just gonna put blanket 1700s. Late 1700s. Of course, Addie. I will always talk about Boris for you. So, okay, wait, hold on. I need to see this. Where can the Blood Moon logo be found? I'll be honest, I don't really see it actually. Where? Because that's the Oddfellow symbol. Right there. That's the Oddfellow symbol. That's his, like, Zodiac cool thing. Where is... Because that's Oddfellow right there, too. Oh! Right there! That's that! Right? Yeah, it is! Okay. Connection confirmed. Oh, I'm going mad. Oh god, this is it. It's happening. It's begun. So we're just gonna put blanket 1700s for this one. I'll do late 1700s. Late 1700s. We're gonna do that. But we do know at least it is connected somehow to Blood Moon Dark Offering. There we go. Or I mean, effort to Shipyard 32. So that's cool as hell. That's cool. Okay. Next up. The Darkest Deal. As of now, I don't believe there are any connections to this one. The Collector. Brand new characters. We got Pine Straw Spruce. Could the Collector be The Oddfellow? Because he's been known to change shape. And does he have a scar? Does... Oh, is there an image? There should be an image of the collector at some point. I don't know. Yeah. Do we know what year? C Delta, blues musician. When was the height of blues music? When was the height of blues music? 1930s and 40s. Okay, so we're gonna do between 30s and 40s. I'm fine with that. But as of now, there are no other connections to the Darkest Deal. So we'll kind of keep it off to the side over here. And we'll put 1930s, 1940s. Okay, cool. So we'll keep it over there. So far, looking pretty good. We've got concise connections here being made. A cool ass connection here. I didn't even notice that until the wiki pointed it out, so that was cool. Yeah. I guess Jack didn't appear in the 30 years scare zone. But he was featured as an image. And so was Terra Queen. So you know what? Why not? You know what? Just for fucking... That, I shouldn't have said that. For freaking fun. Let's just do that. There we go. Alright, cool. Awesome. I gotta go into every detail, my friends. Every detail. Alright. Awesome. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue. It is now almost 9 o'clock. And I would not have this any other way. Okay. Yeti, Campground Kills. This is going to obviously be connected to Terror of the Yukon. Obviously. Same Yetis. 1950s, though. Here we go. So this is the same tribe of Yetis from the Yukon. They've made their way over to the campgrounds. In 1950s campground, terrifying Yetis are running rampant, ripping apart campers. Absolutely fantastic. So I like to think, this is my headcanon, a little bit of a headcanon here, that this is going to be the house that inspired the Slaughter Cinema movie, Swamp Yeti. Everglades Massacre! You know? Maybe. Just maybe. But that's a bit of a stretch, I'll be honest. So we'll have to walk through this house, see what we got going on. Yeah. But we'll put it on the map regardless, because it does take place in the 1950s. So we'll keep it over here with the old Darkest Deal. We'll keep it right here. And we'll put 1950s. Boom. So canonically after Darkest Deal in the timeline. My favorite, whenever we've gone through everything, every single year, which is gonna take again a long ass time, and I'll probably do some off screen, but honestly, I probably should just keep it all on screen. But when we get through all of it, we're gonna go through and we're gonna do the timeline of every single thing. Why do I do this? Why is this what I want to do? Why is this what I want to do right now? It is though. It really does. It really is. Okay. Wonderful. Let's continue. So, this is where it gets a little tricky. Are we counting the Universal Monsters as originals or IP? I'll save them to the end regardless, but I think that's something that we should think about. Are we going to make the Universal Monsters a part of this, or are we going to keep them on their own IP little timeline? Because I could. And I feel like that Dracula has interacted with Jack at some point. I don't know. I just... Alright. Dueling Dragons, choose thy fate. This could be awesome. So, when were medieval times? Medieval times. Years. Alright. Medieval era, 1400s, 1450. So, between 1400 and 1450. This could possibly be the earliest event in the timeline. Which could be awesome. So this house takes place right after the original Ride storyline, after Merlin had been turned into an enchanted oak. Two warlocks in the Ride, Blizzrock and Pyrock, traveled to Merlin's castle and in order to fight for control over his now unguarded spellbook, which is witnessed in the house. They would travel through the fairy forest, eventually reaching Merlin's castle. When both of them reach the spellbook, it is revealed that Merlin put a spell on the book, and the spell turns into the dragons. They continue their battle anyway, while the guests are going through the Cumberland Castle. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is so cool. I'm so excited for this house, guys. Have no idea. So we're gonna put this down. And I'm just gonna put 1400s. 1400 to 1450. We're just gonna put that right there, and we're gonna leave it alone. Cause as of now, I don't have any way of connecting this back to any of this. But it's there. It's right there. Anyway. Is that all the originals for this year? I believe it is. So we're going to move on to HHN 31. Graveyard, Deadly Unrest. So, is this connected in any way to Graveyard games? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. This is Nettlewood Cemetery, and if I recall, that is a different cemetery than Graveyard games. Hold on. Let me get there. Ascension Parish Cemetery. Yeah, this is a completely different cemetery. Not the same cemetery, even though it shares the same graveyard name. Although I don't think that Graveyard is the IP. I think it's just the location. I don't know. Anyway. Again, I think this is another one that isn't very connected to anything. But I also think it takes place in the present day of this scare zone. So this will be 2022. Halloween, October 31st. Oh, I forgot to put the exact dates here for 1948 and 2021. Yeah. So I think the whole thing is that they're coincided with each other. So it's 1948. Oh God. Not August. October 25th through October 31st, 1948. And then this one is October 25th through October 31st, 1991. Yeah. Okay. I want to make sure that we're getting, if we find actual, like, concrete dates, we put them down. Because those are going to help us in the long run. So, on All Hallows Eve, so that's October 31st, 2022. That's when this one takes place. So we'll write that note down. October 31st, 2022. Awesome. Okay. Ooh. Hey. Oh. Hey. Yeah. The music just got a little funky. It was nice. Guys would venture through the fields outside of the Nebraskan farmhouse. So, okay, so Scarecrow Cursed Soil is merely an extension of the first Scarecrow house. So it's not a sequel. It is a midquel. It takes place right outside the house of the Scarecrow the Reaping House. Good to know. Good to know. So that takes place during the Dust Bowl, right? I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a minute, which is just go to a future house that we haven't gone to yet. Just because, or I guess like past houses we're going up. I just need to know when the reaping takes place. Depression era farm. So when was the Depression era? Depression era. Oh, as in the Great Depression. Okay, God damn it. So between 1929 and 1939, that's what we're looking at. Okay. So yeah. So I'll just grab this one now, since we're already here. And we'll put that over here. So we'll do Scarecrow the Reaping. Oh, gross. Why is it like that? Okay. I guess that's fine. I just don't like that it's like that. Anyway. So we'll put 1929 through 1939, somewhere in between then. I guess just to make it easier, we'll we'll write down the first date we get. How should we go about this? I guess we'll just keep it like that, and then we'll adjust from there. So we'll do 1929, 1939, and then that's directly connected to down, down, down. Directly connected to Cursed Soil, which is the midquel, and it takes place directly merely an extension of the first house. So we'll connect them like that. I don't like how dramatic that doesn't look. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do... There we go. That one's better. I like that one better. Alright, boom. Okay, cool. Cool. Got that connected. So, Conjure the Dark. What do we got going on here? This one might also be a present day situation. This is the first Hallows Eve. So when was the first Hallows Eve? When was the first Hallows Eve? No, yeah, I know. In the 8th century. When was the 8th? When was the 8th century? Oh! So between 701 and 800. Okay, never mind. Conjure the Dark is the very first Hallows Eve. And the earliest on our map. Okay, let's see. So, Conjure the Dark. This is like 701 to 200, or to 800, not 200. So this is canonically the first event. So between 701 AD to 800 AD. So there we go. There's one of the earliest events in the timeline thus far. And I don't think it's connected to anything else, so we're good to go. Oh, I should probably put October 31st. Oh god, where am I? Where am I going? There we go. Oh god, damn it. October 31st, 701 and 800 AD. Wonderful. I hope this saves. Hold on. HHN pinboard. There we go. It would be a damn shame. Okay. Next one up. Sweet Revenge. This game takes place in 1954, during the annual Halloween party. Is the Halloween party on Halloween? Yeah. Why would it not be? I don't. See, now I'm overthinking too much. Okay. So this game takes place in 1954, Hollow Hills Cemetery, Hollow Hills during the National Halloween party. Major Sweets. Yes, Major Sweets and Miss Treats. Okay, yeah. So 1954 on Halloween night. That is when this one takes place. Wonderful. Good to know. Let's add the little thing here. October 31st, 1954. Boom. And this one is not connected to anything else as far as I know. Okay, and then Horrors of Halloween. I think this one's just a present day one because it's the Plaza of the Stars. Yeah, I believe it is just present day. So we'll treat it as such. Although that does connect Pumpkin Lord, which is big. So let's actually get him down here. Well, we'll put him up there. Why not? Oh no, we'll put him down here. I think he'd be better down here. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do... So this is October... I guess it's not even on Halloween, is it? Or is it... I guess it's not technically on Halloween night, but I guess it would be. I'm going to say October 31st, 2022. That makes most sense to me. Alright, let's get Pumpkin Lord over here. Where is he? There he is. There's the boy. And we'll get that connected, get you all connected up here. Boom. Right there. Good connection. He's on the map. Pumpkin Lord is on the map. I don't believe the Pumpkin Lord is connected to anything else thus far. I may be mistaken. Okay. Next one. Alright, okay, now we've entered Horror Nights 31. I think I'm going to finish up Horror Nights 31 with the original houses, and then I think I'm going to call it a night for now. So I'll make all the connections I can, and then we'll do that. And we'll call it quits. Descendants of Destruction. So this is, again, is tricky, because this is a apocalypse house. A deserted New York. Deep in the subway tunnels. Oh wait, that's Right! After a meteor crashed into Earth, a la plants and fungi, seeds of extinction, because that's how they got there in the first place, or that's how they got the... The language is, I guess, from the solar power to battery-powered lights to luminescent mushrooms that would light the path. Bloodthirsty mutant creatures? They were mutant plant creatures. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think this is it. I think this is the prequel house to Seeds of Extinction. I will live by that. I'll live by that. I can connect that. We're going to do that. We're going to connect that. We're going to dive right in. Dive right into that. So we're going to do paste. Going to shrink it a little bit. We're going to put far future, just for simplicity's sake. Gonna go far future. And you know what? I'm willing to make the connection immediately here. I feel very strongly about this. I feel that I feel very strongly that Seeds of Extinction is the final event in the timeline. So we're going to just do it right now. We're going to put it on the board. Right here. There we are. And we're going to go... And I'm just going to call this one the end. Right there. Boom. That's the end. That's the end game. That's Horror Night's end game. That's Seeds of Extinction. So I'm going to do that. I'm even going to go as far as to do that. I think Descendants of Destruction leads right into Seeds of Extinction. And look at that alliteration. Not alliteration, but just the title. Descendants of Destruction. Seeds of Extinction. Holy shit. The titles! I didn't even think of that! Holy... Why did I start tearing up? I don't know why I started... That's extremely nerdy of me to do. I'm not even gonna comment on that. Anyway. Descendants of Destruction. What are descendants, if not seeds, of the future? They're people grown out of the ground. Seeds grow out of the ground. Destruction is kind of a synonym of extinction. If you stretch it. Either way, descendants of destruction, seeds of extinction. I don't know. I think that's clear. I'm gonna connect it, and I'm gonna keep it like that. That's my headcanon. It's kind of too well written to not be that. They both have meteors striking the Earth. Come on! Come on! That's good! That's good stuff! Anyway. Yeah, man. That's just good. That's just good. I need it to be correct. There's so many connections here, by the way, which we're going to have to go in depth on a bunch of these when we get to them, because there's so many. Because some of them are just Easter eggs. And then some of them could be completely true. Like here, like how Ultraviolet Comics has the in-between Asylum in Wonderland 3D and the creatures. Like those are just comic books in the universe. They are not actual events. What? Aiello's and the Aiellos? That's cute. That's us! That's me! That's fun. I love that. I love that. There's so many. There's so much to dive into. I was just getting lost right there. Just completely getting lost in all of the details. Anyway, let's go back to 31. Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. Fishing village. But what year does this take place? What year does Dead Man's Pier take place? A part of me wants to think it takes place in modern day, and that these are just ghosts of this town. But a part of me doesn't like that. A New England fishing village during the winter. Then I guess it could be. Ooh, see the Fisherman's Sonata. Hold on, let's check this out. A silent memorial lists the foggy sea in 1931. Oh shit. Oh, it's a full ass thing. Okay. We got a date here. Hold on. The briny air filled Sophia's lungs as she took a deep breath. One hand grasped the handle of her well-worn violin case, while the other pulled the top of her jacket closed beneath her neck. A thicker coat would have been wiser, as the ocean's air had brought its chill to the docks on this late October afternoon. The wharf was empty, as the historical maker Sophia past noted. It had been that way for almost 100 years. Dead Man's Wharf was what they called it. A silent memorial to sailors lost on a foggy sea on October 30th. For 100 years. The wharf was empty for almost 100 years. For almost 100 years. So this does take place in 2031. Or not 2031. 2023. Or 2022, I guess. Unlike those poor sailors, Sophia had a choice in her fate. She strode down toward the end of the wharf with purpose. Reaching the farthest edge, she looked down as the chubby water splashed against the thick wooden legs of the pier. From here, she would let the violins sink into the cold waters, drowning her family's dreams while also shedding the weight of their expectations. Sophia knelt, placing the case in front of her. With 3 clicks, she undid the latches and opened it up. There it was, the thing she loathed to love. Having picked up the bow in one hand and grasping the neck of her violin, oh, this is so good. This is real good. I gotta read through this like fully at some point. But I think this does confirm that this is 2022. This is modern day. Like whenever she visited this fishing village. So, yeah. But those ghosts, yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I finally got it. Original Dead Man's Wharf, 2016. This one, 2022. But that event is important. October 30th, 1931 is when the Dead Man's Wharf sailors and crew went missing. It's when they went off and they drowned. So sad. Very sad. So, with that, we're going to put Dead Man's Wharf Winter's Wake right over here. We're going to put its canon year is 2022. 2022. And then Dead Man's Wharf, the original Scare Zone, did take place in 2016. And then sailors went missing on October 30th, 1931. So we're gonna connect those. Boom. Wonderful. Cool. Cool. Good connections. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that looks. That's the chaos. That's the chaos that I wanted to unfold here. Hell yeah. We came up with a good system here. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna continue here. To Hell Block. Oh no, never mind. Spirits of the Coven. Okay. 1920 Speakeasy. This is written speaking in 1928. This guy's the meat processing factory in which anyone who would venture inside would be turned into witch's brew. Men were the main ingredient, and Queen Witch. There's a Queen Witch. So I think this one's pretty easy to connect. It's just 1928, and there's witches. This is probably one of the easiest connections to make. There's no other connections to any other sort of witches, I don't believe, unless we go down and see anything. Top 31, Buckhead. That's just an Easter egg, that's an homage. Yeah, so I don't think there is... Wait, what? So I don't think there's anything really else to add here. It's just that there was witches, and they had a speakeasy, and it was in the 1920s. So we're gonna put it right here. And we're just gonna put 1920s or 1928. That was the official year. That's right, 1928. Boom. Okay, cool. And then we'll continue here to Hellblock. God damn it, Hellblock Horror. All right, this again is another far future one. So let's copy that. Here we go. Another far future one. The house will take place in a secret prison which holds a multitude of supernatural creatures, including aliens, zombies, and vampires that want to destroy the world. The interdimensional power core that powers the prison failed and caused the monsters to break out of their cells and escape. So with this one, we can connect a bunch of things. And mind you, a swamp yeti is confirmed for this. So this is big. This is kind of big. This introduces the idea that Slaughter Cinema, it is a magic cinema that brought these characters to life. So that means that all the creatures in Slaughter Cinema are real, and they escaped their movies, along with vampires, but not just vampires from Hive specifically, along with tooth fairies and zombies and aliens from Invasion. So we're gonna do a couple connections. Zombies, genuinely, can't really connect them that much. Like, they could be from anything. Those zombies could be from anything. There was a mouth brooder. There were mouth brooders, which does mean that they were connected to Depths of Fear. So let's just get all those connections intact, because this is a big connection this is a big moment we can have here. So let's get those all charted out here. So let's put Hellblock just over here. And do paste Hellblock. So this is in the far future, so I'm gonna put it in that vague far future. You know what? I'm gonna go out and say this is outside of time completely. It is a prison in space outside of time. Or is it on Earth? Okay, it's just a secret prison. It's a secret prison with an interdimensional power core. Okay. So is this like Area 51? So is this like... What is Hellblock Horror? What is it? I'm stumped. Okay, we're gonna do this. Hellblock Horror takes place in 2022. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna say it takes place in 2022. It is the place where all of the monsters go that have been caught over the course of the HHN lore. And some of those creatures are still around, and they're trying to clean them up. So I'm gonna say it takes place in 2022. The events of Hellblock Horror, with them all breaking out. That's when this happens. And we've got some connections here. We got hive vampires. We have aliens. We have zombies. Which I'm not going to even try to connect. Because those are just zombies. We have mouth brooders, which are not even listed here, but there's a mouth brooder in there, that's for sure. Invasion aliens, a swamp yeti, and tooth fairy. Alright. Let's dive into this. Let's dive into all these connections. So let's first go to Tooth Fairy here. Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. One of those 2020 houses that we got to go through. So James Westthorne, of course, an iconic character now. But what year did this take place? It was Victorian times. Right. Is it Victorian? Would that be the correct era? It definitely was different. What was the time period? I'm guessing it was Victorian. That just seems correct. Victorian era. Okay, judging by the architecture, I'm going to say vaguely Victorian era. Victorian era. Yeah. Yeah, this seems about right. 1837, 1901. We'll go with that. We'll stand by that. We'll stand by that with Mr. Old James Westthorne. It also is a storybook. So we should note that. It is also a storybook. Originally. Right? Isn't it? Right? Or is it using a storybook format to tell the story? I'm going to make that a note. I'm going to say possibly a storybook. So let's paste that. So we're going to say 1837, between 1837 and 1901. And then I'm also going to make another note. in-universe storybook. Okay, cool. And we have now made our first Hellblock connection. And I'm going to also go on a limb here. Let's bring her in. Let's bring her in. Because she has the power, I think, to do this. She's a demon. She can conjure shit. I don't see why not. So we're also going to connect it to Storyteller. Because it is a in-universe storybook. And then we are confirmed to have seen these other Tooth Fairy in Hellblock core. So they had to become physical manifestations of somehow. And I think Elsa Strict would be the one to have that power, right? Right? Okay. We're going to go with it. We're going to run with it. We're going to run with it. And now that we have Elsa on the board, let's make those connections for her all the way over here. Anything else? Yeah. Gotta get her over here. Anything else Elsa can be a part of yet? Technically is connected to her and is also connected to Gorewood. So there we go. Elsa has stretched across the map here. I don't think there's anything else Elsa is a part of for now. I think we're okay. Okay. Wonderful. This is a lot of fun. This is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. This is wonderful. I'm having such a great time. And that's not sarcastic. I'm being genuine right now. Okay. So what were the other... Invasion. We'll go to Invasion next. We had some invasion creatures. Had some invasion creatures. I should have kept Hellblock open. I'm gonna keep Hellblock open just so that we can keep track of what creatures we have. So vampire. So Hive. Let's go to Hive. Where's Hive? Hive is right here. So Hive is an in-universe movie. Because it's supposed to be the it's supposed to be a VHS cover, right? Yeah, a giant movie poster that says Hive. So, we'll keep the... We'll keep the, what is it? The dates there, just in case. Just for fun. As if they were canon. But it is an in-universe film. Hive is an in-universe movie. You know, as you do. And I think this is going to also be a weird one where it doesn't have a background, so that's fun. Oh yeah, it looks gross. It looks so gross! It's okay. We'll deal with it. We'll keep it right down here. And we'll attach it right here. So this is 1970s. 1970s. And then another note. In-universe movie. Okay. Pizza Fry Society, oh shoot, you really are doing the strings. I am doing the strings The strings have been unraveled, and we're going in. That is what we're doing. We got dates. We got some questions, some unanswered questions. We're diving right in. We're diving head first. And we got some loose ends here that are not connected to anything just yet. Yeah. It's... I'm going mad. I'm kind of going mad right now. We've got the first... This is technically, apparently, the first event in Horror Nights timeline. Conjure the Dark, taking place October 31st between either 701 or 800 AD. It was 8th century. 8th century, because that was when the first Hallows Eve happened. And that's when it says it takes place on the first Hallows Eve. So, this was that was the time frame. It was the 8th century. Somewhere during then, they were like, yo, Halloween is a thing. So, this is literally the creation of Halloween, which I think is very fitting, that it's the first event in the timeline. Okay, so we gotta connect, we still gotta connect Hive. So, Hive, right there, Hell Block. We're just diving into the Hell Block connections, which are vast. We still got, what do we got next? We got aliens. We gotta go to invasion. We got invasion aliens. Nope, go back up. Go back up. There we go, there's invasion. So we got invasion. Oh, I should probably check what era it is. 1955. UFO has crashed onto the wharf. Yeah. So invasion, 1955. Good to know. We'll keep invasion up here, because I feel like invasion is also connected to creatures somehow. But that's just some headcanon stuff. Actually, we'll keep it down here. We'll put it right here. We'll keep it right there. We'll keep it right there. We got 19. I don't think that's a coincidence, but the thing is, invasion is an actual event, and we just dived into in-universe stories. There's in-universe stories. So, like, Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, it's an in-universe storybook. But those creatures are somehow also in the prison in Hellblock Horror. So that introduces the idea that these fictional stories can now be brought out of their stories and into real life. I think something has to do, especially with Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, with Elsa Strict, with Storybook, or Storyteller. I think that has some sort of connection, so I kind of made that loose connection. So yeah. I should probably differentiate the color of, like, headcanon connections and possible connections and, like, confirmed connections, but whatever. I don't care. I've already done all of this, and this is already madness, so we're just gonna dive in. But Invasion is a real event. Creatures, that story, that house, is based on a ultra-violent comic book in the Horror Nights universe. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Creatures is a fictional story that you go into in the house. Invasion is an actual event. In 1955, a UFO did crash on Earth. And that's what happened. So, they're possibly connected, but honestly, by my logic that I'm using right now, Invasion and Creatures are not connected in any shape or form. So, take that as you will. As of now, I'm going to draw my green line to Hellblock. There we go. Awesome. Okay, next one. Swamp Yeti. Once again, that's a Slaughter Cinema. Manifested by Mary. That's true. But that it also has no way in connection to Invasion. Swamp Yeti. Swamp Yeti is a character from Slaughter Cinema. This is a fact. We know this. Slaughter Cinema. And also made their way to Hellblock Horror. Once again, the manifestation of these fictional stories coming into real life. This Swamp Yeti is in no way connected to the Yeti franchise. The Yeti franchise is off on their own thing. That's their own little family of Yetis. This Yeti is from a movie. I'm going insane. This is amazing. Oh my god. So this is Slaughter Cinema, as of now, is in no way connected to the Yeti franchise. That was inspired, the Yeti franchise creatively was inspired by Swamp Yeti, but Swamp Yeti himself has in no way connection in the story to the actual family of Yetis in Terror of the Yukon, and now this year, Campground Kills. So, I've been going at this for 2.5 hours. Holy shit. I gotta stop. I gotta stop at some point. After I get through the HHN 31 houses. Because I'm still on Hellblock. That's the thing. I'm still on Hellblock making these connections. So, let me get to Slaughter Cinema. And that takes place in the 1980s. See, maybe. But that's also... I think that's too much of a stretch. I think that's too much of a stretch. I don't think it's much of a stretch to think that the storyteller had, in some way, was able to bring the Tooth Fairy, Rent the Tooth Fairy storybook to life. That's kind of her thing. Like, I can see how that could happen. I think that's expecting too much. Also, I don't make the rules, so I don't know. I'm spitballing here. So, let's get Slaughter Cinema on the board here. Slaughter Cinema takes place in the 80s, right? Does it say if it takes place in the 80s or not? I'm gonna say the 80s. 80s B-movie. Yeah. 1980s. That's simple. It's an easy... Oh, what? What is that? Yeah, see, it was inspired. It was inspired. It was not connected. It is not connected. Morton Meats? Wait, what? Who is this? What? You can't do that! This opens up a whole new can of worms. Who is Morton Meats? Is he inspired by Meaty Meats? Possibly. Oh. Anyway, I'm not diving into that right now. We're just gonna stick to the 1980s right here. Get the little... Alright, boom. 1980s. 1980s, boom. And then we shall connect this to Hellblock. There we are. Wonderful. Okay. 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 Any more connections? Oh, Depths of Fear. Which that one is interesting. Because Depths of Fear, I'd like to think takes place in 2019, and you just don't, and that submersible submarine explodes, and everyone dies on it. Because that's what happened. You don't survive that house. Depths of Fear, you don't survive. So I'd like to think that takes place in 2019, and that a mouth brooder was able to escape and then got put in Hellblock. See, these are the connections and the stretches that we must make here. But Depths of Fear is definitely connected in some way. So the mouth brooder is in Hellblock. So we're gonna put Depths of Fear up here. And does it say what year? I don't think it does. And a deep sea mining company has established an installation of the darkest reach of the ocean. Oh, it's a deep sea mining company, that's right. So I'm gonna say it takes place in 2019. I don't think there's no reason why it shouldn't be. Mouth brooders are just in the ocean, just chilling out. So yeah, so we'll do that. We'll do. Oh, I also gotta make another note right here for in-universe films or movies. Yeah. I don't know who could probably have the power to. Maybe Usher? Maybe Usher found a way? Or Paulo? Something. Someone. One of those two. Maybe them both. Maybe they were like, hey bro, how do you figure this out? I don't know. Anyway, but I think Elsa does literary stories, brings those to life. And Paulo or Usher somehow brings movies to life as well. And that could explain all of Horror Nights IP. Like that's how you solve that. So, yeah. But Depths of Fear, let's go back to Depths of Fear. Depths of Fear takes place in 2019. You do not survive, but maybe one of the mouth brooders does. So there you go. That's how you get it to Hellblock. Bada bing, bada boom. I think I might just finish off with this last connection. But I think that's... yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's... oh god, I didn't mean to go so broad. Okay, where were we? We were back at Horror Night 31. Wonderful. Fiesta de Chupacabras. This should only be a date. I don't see this being connected to anything else. Latin American village where the Legend of the Chupacabra, Clofa Fiesta. Once again, I think this might just take place in 2022. I don't think there should be a reason why it doesn't. There's nothing that I see. Tourists, yeah. I think this is just in 2022. Which makes it easy for me to place. We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna say modern day. Yesterday, chupacabres. So we're just gonna put that over here with all of the originals that have yet to connect to anything. So we're just gonna put that up here. There we go. 2022. Boom. Done. Good. Easy. Next one. Bugs eaten alive. And I believe this is going to be the last one we do tonight. There is a Wi-Fi router, isn't there? Bugs eaten alive. Probably one of the easiest ones here. 1950s. Yep. BuzzCon. Ooh, eaten alive story. Can someone summarize that for me? Yeah, I don't think this is connected to anything else. Yeah, I think this is just 1950s. I don't think it's connected to anything else just yet. So, yeah. 1950s. Holy crap! There we go. And I'm done for the night, my friends. I've done all that I possibly can. Good God. Good Lord. Wild. Okay. So I'm gonna call that night. That a night. We got so much done. And as in so much, I mean we technically only got through like 2 years of the event. But we were able to make all these connections. Already. And some are still stragglers. Some don't really connect to much. Some are just kind of connect immediately after. But yeah. This looks like it makes sense, and that scares me. Dude, it scares me too. It scares me so much that this, like, kind of makes sense a little bit. Like, even just a little bit. This, like, seems like it could be feasible. The Oddfellow stuff, obviously. Oh, let me get Jungle of Doom. Actually, real quick, yeah, it's gonna bother me if I don't. Let me get Jungle of Doom, and let me get Yeti. The other Yeti. Yukon. And let me get the other Vamps. And then we'll call it a night. I'm kind of addicted to doing this. This is actually really fun. Okay, hold on. Let me finish this up, because I'm gonna... let me get the rest of the... Let me get Yeti, Terror of the Yukon on here. There he is. Yeti, Terror of the Yukon. So it has cabins and stuff. It's in the remote member of the Yukon. I'm also gonna probably say this is like if it doesn't have a date in it and it doesn't have like a time period at all, like any sort of like Victorian era or like classic. If it doesn't have anything like that, I'm just gonna assume that it's modern day. So Shadow Creep Camp. I'm gonna look at this real quick so you can see if there's anything. Canadian campers mined for Blizzard Camp. Gold. The gold is the thing that's interesting to me. Because is there anything such as the Canadian Gold Rush? Ooh! This I'm learning because of Horror Nights. Klondike Gold Rush. 1896 to 1899. What is Shadow Creek connected to? I only see this. Oh no, that scares me. What is Shadow Creek connected to? But I think we got a time period. Because this makes sense for... Oh god, for real? Oh god. Ugh. So I'm gonna say that the Terra Yukon takes place. I guess Yetis could live a long time, right? Shadow Creek Labs. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Havoc. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But as of now, Klondike Gold Rush between 1896 and 1899. So that's just going to make me assume that this takes place between 1896 and 1899. So we're gonna, and that makes sense to me. I feel like if Yeti Campground Kills takes place in the 1950s, the Yeti's family is just 50 years older. It's the same family. That's confirmed. It is the same family from Yukon, just coming over to the campgrounds. That makes sense to me. I think that's a simple, easy connection there. Like, that makes sense to me timeline-wise, which is scary. Again, it makes sense that it's scary how much that makes sense to me. So we're gonna go 18. We'll just do the 1890s. 1890s right there. And then we'll go whoop, right there. Beautiful. Oh no, I already have. All right. I'd be interested in a map of Yeti migration patterns. Yeah, just, you know, for the HHN fans out there, what does a Yeti migration pattern look like? How did they get from the Yukon to, like, I don't know, like, what's a good summer camp place? Florida? Florida, why not? Okay, so we got that one. What else did I want to do? I wanted to finish off Vamp. So we'll do Vamp. And Jungle of Doom. Let's do Jungle of Doom real quick. I'm going to forget about Jungle of Doom. Oh my god. This stream has been massive. I didn't mean for this to go on this long. I just kind of got lost in it. I didn't mean for this to happen. This is horrible. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I genuinely looked at the time and went, I didn't mean for this to go on this long. But it did. Because I kinda just dove in. We made a lot of good connections here. Jungle of Doom, baby. Once again, this is very basic Horror Nights originals. So if it's that basic, I'm going to assume it takes place in that year. Which I don't really like thinking for this one, because it's Jungle of Doom, and it's like cannibalistic natives and human sacrifice. Will they really be doing that in 2003? Somewhere. Why not? Right? So... So we'll go with it. I'll assume that this is just 2003. And we'll keep it there. We'll put that right there. This is 2003. This is 2003. There we go, 2003. Oh, wait. It's gotta be pre-1920s, doesn't it? Because... It's gotta be pre-1920s. So... I'll just say pre-1920s. I'll just make it that vague. I'll just go pre-1920s. Because it has to be. Because they reference how the Jungle of Doom got its name, like, as if saying it's a pseudo-sequel to Jungle of Doom. So Jungle of Doom has to be pre-1920s. Yeah. So... I don't make the rules. I do. Tomb of the Ancients and Jungle of Doom would be a very interesting connection. And we'll get to that eventually. And then let's go to Vamp. Let's do all the Vamps. Because I'm gonna... Yeah. So Vamps. Where is the first Vamp? There's the first Vamp. Vamp 55, right there. 1955. Obviously 1955, that's a given. 1955. And then let's go to Vamp 85. Vamp 85. Sticky Note. 1985. And then, is this the second or third Vamp? I guess it's this. Yeah, I guess it's the third. I guess this would be the third Vamp. So let's just do a little fun little thing where we go. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, dang it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. A little Vamp circle right there. Look at that. Beautiful. We love to see it. Okay. And with that, that will be our stream tonight. Good God. 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's wild. And that was just that. That was just that. That was just that, guys. Wow. HHN lore is vast. And honestly, not that confusing. Like, I think the coolest connection we made today was kind of pseudo-confirming that these are connected. Descendants of Destruction, Seeds of Extinction, like, come on. Prequel, sequel, boom. That's the end, by the way. I don't know if you were here at Pizza Fry Society, but see, I'm making Seeds of Extinction my endgame. Like, that is the final event. Seeds of Extinction is the final event in the HHN lore. It is a far, far future. Everyone's dead. It's just plants. And the world starts over. So, that's what we're getting to. But other than that, I'm gonna do a snipping tool of that real quick, just to have snipping tool, because it's just so much. It's just so much. Save as HHN timeline 827 or 828 is 28. 23. Oh. Okay, guys. I'm gonna call it tonight. Thank you guys for joining with me. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. And yeah, I'm gonna get some rest. That was a lot. But it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. So we're probably gonna pick this up, honestly, because I kind of loved going through all this and learning more about an event I absolutely love.